Welcome to Say It, Larry J. I am your host, Larry J. No, it is not Tuesday nor Friday. I said, I'm just going to come on today because I just got off the phone. Better yet, come on in here. We got some leftovers from some barbecue from yesterday. It's so good. So good. We got and then there's some desserts, there's some cakes, some cookies. By the way, I'll be right back. This is me. This is me for today. We want to keep the same smiley face on today. So we have some of these delicious cookies today. Go in there and make yourself at home. And make yourself too at home. So come on in, come on in. This is Wednesday. Happy, lovely day. So today, an interesting topic that came about with me. And of course, you all know I'll be out and about. See, that's why I can't hardly come on and be doing these lives on Friday. Because instead of me doing them early, then I go get invited somewhere, and then I turn into a live recorder. It depends on what the situation is. Especially when you get invited to situations and you don't know it's a situation until you actually get there and you start noticing your environment start changing like a rotating rotunda. So how are some of your days going? Not days, but how is your day going today? My day is great. This air is up a lot. I just got off the phone with Xfinity about my internet service because I don't know what they be doing, but hopefully they get this right because I know my bill gonna be right too. Because I one of those things that I just don't do. I mean, if you mess up, I should be compensated. I am a businessman, especially if I'm paying you all of this money for my services and everything. And then what get me, you call them, you got to fight with animated services, computers, press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 to go back and repeat the menu. Then you telling them what you want. Unfortunately, that's not the services that we've actually offered to you. So can you press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? And you telling them, okay, customer service, because I don't want to speak to no robot when I call you all. I want to speak to a person, someone that's going to handle things, not something that y'all done had one of y'all programmers configure up and they only respond to based upon that program. So if you don't say certain key terms, they telling you, okay, billing, internet service, and you saying customer service. Unfortunately, I don't understand you. Whew. I mean, that's good at times, but at times people want to speak to a person, not some computer. But anywho, y'all know what this title is. And I came about this title and I was thinking about, there are men. No, 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 no. Let me retract that. There are men, or should I say boys and girls. This is my opinion. It's my show. There are boys and girls that have, go through different phases when it comes to relationships and get cooped up, entangled up in entanglements with a variety of different people. Now you remember when we was in high school, I mean you had the little kitty drama. I'ma show her. I'ma show her, oh no, you ain't gonna do this to me. I'ma show her I can go get somebody else. Like Beyonce say, in your closet, that's myself. Keep talking that mess just fine. You can walk and talk at the same time and to the left, to the left. So, people have that same, but when it comes to getting with different people, one of the things that we fail to realize, especially as children of our parents, now I have not always been the most goody child, but from circumstances and situations that I have observed in my own personal life and in dwelling in the life of others, get in these situations with these baby mamas. And I have seen, I can tell when we dealing with little boys and little girls, because see, little boys and little girls, they still conduct themselves like they in high school and middle school. Notice I said little boys and little girls, because men and women don't conduct themselves the same as a little boy and a little girl. See, a man and a woman, let's say a woman, for example, if she dealing with a little boy and she just happened to did not see or was just blinded to the fact that she was talking to one, she is not gonna go into all of that stuff about that back and forth and I'm gonna show you, you gonna do this. No, she ain't gonna do that. She gonna be like, we're gonna we have a child, you see the child, here go the child. Some may say, hey, how you doing? That's good. But they keep their certain boundaries. Even when it comes to the guys are saying, well, we have a child, we have our relationship, our boundaries with the child. Because, see, I know how you are. That's what men and women, that's how many of them, notice I ain't say all of them, many of them, but see, little boys and little boys, little boys, oh, she ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna show her she's not gonna. Oh, she trying. She thinks she gonna take me to. I tell you what, I'm not gonna pay this money. I'm not gonna do that. Little girls. Oh, I fix him. Oh, he don't want to come pick me up from work. Oh, he don't want to give me the money to go get my hair done. I just take out child support. See, some of y'all never learned, and this is an educational and moment empowerment session. When you took that little girl, that little boy home to meet with your parents or whomever, your parents acted a certain way. But no, you sat there and you stated you thought your parents was old fashioned. Y'all just strict. Y'all just won't give him a chance. Y'all not seeing the good in him. No, they seeing the fool in him, in her too. You just, cause see, one thing with parents have been there, done that, gotten a t-shirt, gotten a pair of jeans, have made a whole clothing factory. So they know when you bring in a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs up in their house. And they try to, because parents, once you get at a certain age, when you become an adulthood, parents more so become advisors. It's not you better, you need, you all of that. No, they become advisors to you. And see, some people have not grown up, especially little boys and little girls. Because there's a biblical scripture. Here's your inspirational vitamin. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. When I was in elementary school, I spoke as a child. I acted like a child. Even in middle school, somewhat I acted like a child. High school, I was supposed to have been mature. But when I was a child, I spoke as a child. But when I became a man or woman, I put away childish things. That means I start maturing. I should be maturing in my age. As I become closer to 30, 35, and 40, 50, I should be maturing. And my great grandmother always said, ain't nothing like an old fool. And so you should be maturing, but sadly to say, there are some people in their 20s, they're acting like they in middle school. There are some people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, they're acting like they in their 20s. So, some kids, they just disregard. Oh, okay. Then here comes a baby. The baby is here. Then that's when you really start seeing live and in action and color and stuff. The baby is here. The little boys and the little girls, all of the stuff just start coming out and coming out. Well, this was a little thing that I got into, and this is how I came up with this title. Cause I had went over Rhonda's house. And I went over Rhonda's house. You know, you can't just go pop in on Rhonda. Cause Rhonda lives in a gated community. And, you know, very nice place, laid out lavishly. And so went over Rhonda's house and we just having a conversation, just conversing, just talking about different things. Cause Rhonda is so nice. She's so sweet. She's just the nicest person. But really, this is more so of Rhonda. That is Rhonda when you get Rhonda to a certain point. Cause Rhonda don't be playing the radio. So we're just having a conversation. So I'm talking with Lamar. Lamar's standing there, he's just on his phone, just texting. So Lamar is actually waiting on Laquavius to be brought over. And so, you know, Joy, she was supposed to bring over Laquavius, which that's Laquavius' baby mama. So I say, well, Lamar, you waiting on Laquavius? Because he tell me he waiting on Laquavius. But the thing was, he say, oh, she on the way. She on the way. Okay. We let 5 minutes went by. I didn't say nothing because see, I just sit and listen. So she on the way. 5 minutes went by. She on the way. She on the way. 10 minutes. She on the way. 15. She on the way. 20. She on the way. 30 minutes. She on. Okay, now she on the way. You've been saying she on the way for the last 30 minutes. Is she on the way? How long she gonna be here before she actually drop off Laquavius? Lamar say, I don't know. She just keeps saying she on the way. Let me put a sidebar note. All these she's on the ways. How you know we don't have nowhere to go? So Rhonda out there, she in her own little world. Cause we out in the yard. And so I'm talking to Lamar. And finally, Joy pulls up with Laquavius. But it was it just happened so fast. I mean, it was within the blink of an eye. Nobody was not paying no attention except me and somebody else. I just thought that it was just strange that me and somebody else were paying so attention. So she comes up. You couldn't even see her. All I heard was it was like you saw Laquavius. Laquavius, he about how old is Laquavius? He about 4, 5, 6. One of them, whichever one you want to choose, he is. So Laquavius, he's such a sweet little boy, just as nice as he can be. So Laquavius, he just coming up, but all you hear going around the corner, skirt. No, nobody paid no attention. I'm like, what in the world? I turned around and I looked at the other person. I said, did y'all see that? Did you see what just happened? Did you see what just happened here? Well, Lamar, he talking about what just happened. Now he was facing right along the way that we was actually. He was facing away to where you could see everything, and I was looking. I said, It seems as if this was the car, and it was like, woo, woo, Laquavius. Like, vroom, vroom, let down the window, open the door. Vroom. I say, did it seem like he was just thrown out the window like a rag doll and he just started coming up? But no, really, it was like, I'm gonna say this how this went. It was slam on brakes, skirt, place him, gone. Slam on brakes, skirt, put him down, vroom. We're gonna do it again. Slam on brakes, skirt, put him down. All you heard was wheels skidding around the corner. Skirt, car lifted up on two wheels. You might as well say the car because it was leaning over. You heard the wheels going. And I said, I know I wasn't the only person. Somebody else, they said, well, no, you weren't the only person. I saw that too. I said, what did y'all do to her? Nobody didn't too much realize it had happened. And LaQuavius, in actuality, LaQuavius was not thrown out of a window. It was like, slam on brakes, skirt, put him out, vroom. All you saw was a car going around the corner. He came up. Hi. I'm looking at him. Hey, because I'm still in shock mode. Hey. Like, what is going on here? I said, what have y'all done to her? They said, ain't nobody do nothing to her. But no, it wasn't no hey, because I'm from the South, so we speak to people. You don't just come dump children off and you stomp the gas and drive off. It's hey, how you doing? How things going? Well, hey, even if you don't say much, oh, it's hey, or something. Wasn't no hey, wasn't no how you doing, wasn't no bye, wasn't no here, no nothing. So I said to myself, see, this is what, and see, many of y'all been warned. Y'all can't say y'all been warned because, people tried to tell, because I know other people in these situations as well. I know Peter in this situation as well, too. Tried to tell Peter. No, Peter wouldn't listen. Parents tried to tell Peter, you don't want to mess with her. She ain't no good. What did Peter do? Peter messed with her anyway. Now I go through all of this baby mama drama. And girls go through it with the boys too. Because the boys don't want to act right. Now see, this is how I'm gonna help you all. I'm gonna help give you all some educational free knowledge. Because some of y'all act like y'all don't have it. For y'all, let's see, I'll start with the men, the women first. Ladies go first. If you're talking to a guy and he don't want to do right, because most of y'all already know, and if you don't know, somebody school you on it. If you don't know, the guy, he don't want to do right, he don't want to do nothing for the child, and you trying to be reasonable with the child, you trying to be more of a, become and blossom into that young lady. Don't act like no little girl. You want to try to do things the right way. He don't want to do things the right way. He ain't going to pay this. He ain't going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not picking you up. I'm not picking the child up. I'm not getting nothing for that child. Yeah, you may have to get the legal system involved. That may include child support. It does. It may include, because you got a total nutcase on your hand. Now he mad. I can't believe that she went to them folks down there. That's what some people, they call the law. They call them folks. She went to them folks down there and she done had them things put on me. No, she had you put on child support because you was acting like a complete fool, and you act like you don't understand or comprehend what's going through your head. It was like the elevators have gotten stuck. There have been no type of maintenance technician that have came and examined the elevators up here in your head in a while, and they've gotten stuck. They rusty. They're just jammed. They're just. So she had to go to them folks, as some of you all would say, the law, the court system, to help let you know, you have a responsibility. You just can't just lay down a wooden socket to her and then you want to leave liquids everywhere and then you think that it's okay. Then you got on the flip side. You have the flip side where you have the girl that may be acting like a little girl, and the guy he's actually he want to pay the money. He been paying the money, and he trying to be a man about it. He's trying to be a guy, so he paying the money. He's paying the child support. He ain't even put on child support yet. He go pick her up from work, done went and co-signed and got her a car so she can actually have a good way around. He might have didn't get her a Mercedes, but he probably got her a Corolla. He might have got her a Civic or a Chevy. What it is, a Chevy Blaze. What's that car is? I can't think of the name of that car. A Malibu. Might have got her, a Ford, a Honda CRV, something like that, just to help get the child around. So she want to act like a little girl. Guys, make sure you keep all this documentation on hand. Make sure you document, and you document it. Then, sometimes she said, I'm going to take you. I want to go get my hair done. I want you to pay for me this Brazilian hair. That Brazilian hair is about $300, $400. Then you got to pay for the hairstyle. Well, he don't want to do it. So she said, okay, I tell you what, you don't want to do what I asked you to do. I'm going to take you to court. Well, you make sure you have your case prepped up. You keep your documents, you keep your receipts, you notate things, and so forth. Because see, some of y'all don't be thinking about what you do. You have to keep this stuff conscious. But then, again, we go back to what our parents try to say. But to some people, because they get so involved with the guys, girls, you get involved with the guys and the tree stomp. It be good to you, and you in love with a fool, but because you in love with the tree stomp, you just think that it's just, And fellas the same way. You go to swimming in the lake, swimming in the gelatin, the bun, and you just can't get enough. Then when the baby comes out, then you just act like a total nutcase. That's why you should listen to your parents. They know when you introduce somebody to your parents, they be knowing, but because you be so in love with lust, you be in love with the booty and what's between the legs and how big it is and everything else. You fall in love with the wrong things instead of seeing people for who they are. It's so funny because when my great grandmother was living, it's so funny because what some of my relatives used to do when they was talking, like when some of my uncles were talking to women, they would bring the woman in to meet my great grandmother. And I could usually tell when my great grandmother liked them because she'll usually go to having a conversation with them. You'll think they've been knowing each other for years. Now, if it's on the flip side, it could be a danger side for the family relative because she'll say, what you doing with my no good grandson? And they looking like, what do you mean no good? Oh, he's so good. He does this for me. Oh, he takes me. He's just as nice as she can be. And so my great grandma response would be like, sure got you food. And the lady be like, and so they would come in and they be like, what y'all? And so the lady would look to my, yeah, your grandmama telling me a lot about you. They be, well, it's time. Well, we gonna see you later, because I gotta. She got somewhere she got to be, so we got to get her back to the house. And sometimes the woman will bust them out and say, I ain't got nowhere to be. We can sit a little longer. But really, they trying to get them out because great grandmother's telling a lot. Be like, and what she mean? What she mean? Because when I was talking to her about you, she said you no good. See, that's why you take folks around your family. That's why you take people. That's almost like slip up professor. Almost like the slip up. Let me rewind. That's why you take people around your family. When you meet someone new, and if I want to find out that you're a real nutcase or a fool, I'm going to let you meet my mom and my daddy. That's what I want you, because they're going to really tell me how you really are. And then when I want to really know how you are, I want to meet your family. Because they're going to tell me whether you a psychopath or not, because you're going to have every family member got a Uncle Joe or Aunt Mary Lou in it. Who is Uncle Joe? Uncle Joe is the one, and Uncle Joe could be the one when he have too much to drink. Aunt Mary Lou could be the same way. When they have too much to drink, get them. I be like, God, keep pouring them, keep pouring them, keep bringing 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 them, keep pouring. And when the alcohol start kicking in, they start letting loose. They start letting loose, telling everything. And so that's when you go in and say, well, you know, what's going on, Uncle Joe? How you doing? You about to be new in the family? You about to be new in the family? Yeah, Uncle Joe. She brought you here, huh? Last week she had Jimmy. We done met Jimmy. Wait, who is Jimmy? Oh, my bad. The alcohol is kicking in. She didn't tell you about Jimmy, did she? No, Uncle Joe. I don't got to meet Uncle Joe. Tell me a little bit more about Jimmy. You have to ask about Uncle Jimmy. You have to ask about old Jimmy, boy. Then you get around Aunt Mary Lou. Aunt Mary Lou. Oh, that's who you talking to now. Oh, you bought it. Oh, okay. That's who you talk. Oh, okay. That's how we doing. Oh, nice to meet you, sweetie. Oh, you new. You the new one? What do you mean? I'm the new one. Oh, never mind, child. Don't mind me. You know, they say I don't do nothing but talk too much. No. You don't talk too much, Aunt Mary Lou. I'm just getting to meet you. Oh, it's so funny. And see, none of y'all don't never listen to these folks. Y'all be introducing these people to y'all parents and other folks be telling y'all about these people, and y'all don't listen. You don't listen. You don't listen to nothing they say. Then you go out and then you wonder, oh, let me do this again. You wondering why you get, here you go. You wondering why you get, here you go. Vroom, skirt. Because you never did. Listen. Y'all don't be listening to these people. Y'all don't be listening to y'all parents. Then when you get in a hot mess, there you go. I can barely make all this money. She taking most of my money. He crazy. They tried to tell you he crazy. You didn't want to listen. Now there you go. Now you want mommy and daddy and whoever to bail you out. I think that's all I have to say about that. So I hope you all took the notes, and I get on here and I just be going and going and going. I call myself going to be on here for, I was going to at least try to be on here for 10 minutes. But I see that didn't happen because that baby mama stuff, and it be so amazing because I know some people in these situations, and I be sitting here saying to myself, how did you get with her? How did you get with him? Was the stuff that good? I be wondering. Sometimes it do. Sometimes it do. It just be the stuff be that good until you start facing hell on wheels. And then I guess, the hell on wheels, it surface up and override the stuff. I just don't understand why somebody expected for that fire to come up through that coal, all them coals they had on that charcoal grill, and they expected a fire to get lit up. And they thought that fire was gonna stay, and all that them charcoal ashes was under that grill. Whatever. That's another conversation for another time. You see, you see how the fire actually overrides all the good activities. Yep. The telephone pro probably was good to you, but then it's that fire to raise up. That song, it raise up a standard. It does, it does. Okay, that's enough for me today because I have somewhere I have to be and I have to go. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to Say It Larry J. I am your host, Larry J. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you took some things away from it. See, every moment is a teaching moment. I'm reading this book. I forget the name of that book, but I'm reading this book, and the first chapter is actually about Proverbs 1 through 3, about being teachable, understanding, and consuming the teachable moments that God is trying to tell you. How you gonna jump from baby mama drama to to over here we in biblical scripture? Some of y'all don't read the Bible anyway. You get it where it come from. I mean, it is what it is. Some of y'all don't read them Bibles, and we have electronic devices. But yes, back to that book. I don't care what you like. I'm gonna talk about that book. So it talks about, being teachable. Every moment is a teachable moment. Y'all know I'm an educator as well. But every moment is a teachable moment. God is trying to tell you something. So God also be trying to tell you when you begin with that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs lunatic. You know how he be trying to tell you? He used your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your uncle. He used them, but because you're not sensitive and you don't shut up and sit down and listen, you just lean on your own understanding. That's a part of Proverbs 3 as well. But it's not lean on your own. It's lean not unto your own understanding. Trust and acknowledge God in all his ways, and he will lead. He will lead and guide and direct y'all path. But no, you just take control of that car and you just push God out and say, I got this. Then you become a test crash dummy. We must say our prayers for everybody. I even have to say my prayers for me because I know I can be off the chain. We're going to do this again for Rhonda. Because Rhonda don't be playing. Let me see, can we do this again for Rhonda? Shout out to Rhonda. Rhonda know I love her. Yes, everyone. I love everyone. I'll probably give you all a little snippet of what I actually see. Some people don't be getting what I be doing. Others get it very well. Some of y'all probably lost. But anyway, it is time for me to go. I have somewhere I have to go, and I have to actually start getting ready. So thank you so much for tuning in to Say It Larry J. I am your host, and I have repeated this again because I started deviating into another conversation, which I have a habit of doing all the time. Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you share it with people because there's somebody out there that needs some hope, empowerment, motivation, encouragement, and so forth and beyond. make sure you click that notification button so you know when you see me come on with this smile. Y'all see my teeth? That's what happens when you clean your teeth and wash them and brush them and go to the dentist. So you all have a great Wednesday and enjoy your hump day. Thank you. Bye.